bit cold. Welcome to AI Half Broken by Design, built on one idea. AI tools are half finished, we are the other half. Here is how I make it work. This is episode 2. If you're new here, episode 0 has the full story. Episode 1 covers the projects. But in this one, prompts, the foundation. It's easy to talk to AI wrong. Treat it like Google, type a few words, expect the right answer, or assume it's a colleague who knows your situation, your preferences, what good looks like. It's neither. AI has all the knowledge in the world and zero context of what you want from it. It's half broken by design. The tool brings the knowledge, you bring the context. The prompt is where those two meet. When you don't bring that context, when you paste something in, ask a vague question, the AI fills in the blank itself. It guesses wrong. You ask poorly, the output misses. You try again, still wrong. Third attempt, you're frustrated. This thing doesn't get me. In the episode 0, I call this the agentic preference problem. We have a deep preference for control. When a tool removes that feeling, we stop using it. People don't resist AI because it's useless. They resist it because it feels like it's making decisions for them. It writes code that doesn't match your patterns. It drafts emails that don't sound like you. It makes choices you didn't ask for. Last episode was about setting things up once, so you never repeat yourself. Craft project instructions, files, that pays off because you reuse it. This is different. These are the things you do in a moment. No framework required, just a set of layers you can apply, skip or combine, depending on what you are working on. Let's go through them with one scenario from start to finish. Imagine this. It's late 2025, you work for a company that sells laptops in the EU. You heard the Vergecast podcast about RAM shortages. The RAM Holiday Spectacular. Great episode, by the way. 3 companies control 93% of global RAM supply. AI data centers are consuming everything. Prices have quadrupled. It was entertaining and eye-opening. But you can't exactly forward a podcast to your boss and say, hey, we might have a problem next year. So you decide to do the research yourself. Create a proper report. Show leadership what's coming for the RAM industry in 2026. The naive approach, open Claude, enable web search and type, tell me what will happen to RAM in 2026. And you get something. It's not wrong. Claude went and did some research, searched the web, gave you a nice summary. It even has sources attached. The problem is, it's generic. It doesn't know what you want to do with this information. Who do you want to send it to? Why you're asking. It just gives you the simplest overview. This is why you need to add structure to your prompt. So let's build one. We start with context. Who are we? What do we want? Why does it matter? We are a company selling laptops in the EU, France, Benelux, and Germany. We heard about potential RAM shortages. We want a report to share with our executive team. We want to adjust our 2026 plans. Context done. Next, format. We define the sections we want. Executive summary, market analysis, supply chain risks, impact on margins, and recommendations. We specify the audience, executives. We set length, expectations. Now, the extras. Negative constraints. Tell the model what you don't want. Patterns you've seen the AI output and hated. Don't use generic business speak. Don't make grandiose predictions. Don't pad with obvious statements. Avoid verbosity. That last one helps a lot with repetitive sections. Raising stakes. There is research showing this improves output quality. Tell the model the stakes are high. This report will inform 2 million procurement decisions. Saying it makes the model more attentive. The research is linked in the description. You're not limited to text, screenshots, dashboards, PDFs. Whiteboard sketches. All the foundation models parse visuals. Don't describe what you're looking at, show it. If you have a link to an article about the podcast, paste it. If you have the transcript, paste that too. Give it everything you have up front. One more tip for this kind of work. If you're creating a report or analysis, make sure the model adds sources, links, like you're writing a university report. If you use deep research features, they naturally include links. But if you're skipping that and doing this manually, ask for them explicitly. Then check those sources again. Make sure they're real. No 404 pages. Scan through them. Make sure what's written in your report actually matches what you find online. You don't want to look foolish before you share business decisions. These models, no matter how good your prompt is, can hallucinate. Always verify the work. You're rarely generating something for the first time. You've probably written something similar before. Those old documents can inform the format, the structure, and the language. AI mirrors what you show it. The example teaches the model what good looks like. Imagine I already have a report from a year ago about the GPU shortage. I upload the PDF and say, use this report as an example. Match the language, the structure, the style. What happens? Claude uses its multimodal capabilities, analyzes the format through image processing, extracts the text, and analyzes that too. The example does a lot of what we covered in the previous layer. So, we've got structure, we've got an example, but there is still stuff you don't know you're missing. Ask the model to ask you clarifying questions. You can say one by one, or let it ask all at once. For bigger tasks, this matters even more. The model interviews you, surfaces things you missed. After you answer, the prompt is sharper than anything you would write on your own. After the clarifying questions, you could just proceed and generate the report. But consider this. After a few rounds of questions, your chat is getting long. Context from earlier starts getting lost. Models don't process long context uniformly. Performance degrades even on simple tasks. Research shows they actually perform worse with coherent back and forth than with isolated chunks. The narrative flow disrupts their attention, so even Gemini's million token window doesn't help. The fix: start fresh. So here's a technique I use often. Add to the prompt. After the final question, generate a prompt I can paste in a new chat. Include all the instructions I already gave you, plus clarifications from the questions we went through. Assume I will add the files I pasted earlier manually. Then go through the questions. When you're done, you have your final prompt. This also lets you restart if something didn't work well. Want to tweak things later? You can. Read through it, don't like something? Fix it now, instead of waiting for the report to generate and starting the whole flow from scratch. So here is your reusable prompt. Now, you start a new chat, copy-paste, add all the files, press enter. But this also makes something else possible. We have this refined prompt. You can paste it into multiple models. In this scenario, the report matters. We want to make sure we get everything. So you go to Claude, Gemini, and ChatGPT. Run the same prompt in all three. After the reports are done, here is the trick. You want to stick with Claude, it's best for how it generates documents. You can copy the reports from Gemini and ChatGPT and ask Claude to review them. And Claude can review its own report too. It won't defend its work. It will analyze all three equally and tell you if it missed anything. This way, you enrich the final output with the best of all three models. Now, where does all this live? You've got 4 chats, 3 reports, 1 refined prompt. If you leave these scattered, you will lose them. Remember projects from episode 1? They double as workspaces, containers for one of deliverables, throw everything in. Here's how I would set this up. Chat 1, refine the prompt with clarifying questions. Chat 2, generate the report in fresh context. Save it to project files. Then in Chat 3, upload Gemini and ChatGPT reports and compare. Chat 4, final polish. Each chat stays focused, context stays clean. When you're done, archive it, your work stays findable. And there it is. We started with Tell Me About RAM in 2026. We finished with a detailed report which can actually help with a business decision. But you probably have noticed, To get good results from AI, there is a lot of typing involved. But there is an easy fix. Speak it. And that's what we'll cover next. Now, write your good prompt and see you in the next one.